Okay, we are here for episode 2 of the Double A podcast. Quick new feature: Bev check.
Oh
We're
yeah.
gonna do a Bev check. What are you? Tell the people
You
what you're
actually read my
what
mind
you're
because
sipping on.
I didn't even tell you. I
Yeah,
was like, why don't we start the
we should
episodes with a
always
Bev
a
check?
Bev check. That's a
That's
new
telepathy right here. I
yeah,
literally thought that
yeah.
and I never said it.
That happens a lot.
Yeah.
But this will be a new, reoccurring feature in the podcast. So, please,
I've got a couple myself, obviously.
two Bevs.
Two Bevs. I've got a my water here. Need to catch up on water for today. I've got strawberry lemonade Mio, which is
Mm,
like electrolytes in
it's
it.
good.
It's incredible. And a lovely zero sugar Sprite.
Yeah. Now
Goodness.
you've got two bevs. Would you say that that's something? Would you call that double fisting beverages? Is that the phrase that one would use?
Um, I
You're double
I
fisting.
don't think I'm having
I
them
as
at the
double
same.
fisting.
Yeah,
I'm just going with the one
yeah,
beverage,
yeah.
which is
Sure.
newly released Liquid IV, zero sugar ring pop cherry.
Yes,
It's good.
it's
You
wonderful.
know, it's. I mean, what is there to say? It's good. It's
If you
not
like
plain water.
cherry flavored
Yeah.
ring pop, you're gonna like this
You
cherry
know,
flavored ring pop.
I didn't really go
I
for a ring
Liquid
pop
IV.
as a kid.
Yeah.
You?
No, I was a huge fan of ring pops. No, like when Halloween came around in middle
Mm,
school, and like there were
sure.
people, yeah, like there was ones that were like the Mexican ring pops that had like tahine
Oh,
coated on top of like a
geez.
mango, and I'm like
That's
those were my
interesting.
favorite ones. And I went to school in Antioch, so like the Hispanic community was huge,
Sure.
and as part of the Arab community, we shared a lot of snacks with each
Mm,
other. So that was something I did look forward to. But I loved a regular traditional ring pop as well. And I mean, I got a
hmm.
ring out of it. Isn't that so cool? Look,
Well,
I wear like five at a
yeah,
time.
you are wearing a lot
So
of
so I
rings.
do love the double aesthetic functional part of the ring pop.
Killing two birds with one stone, as they
Yes,
say. As a
yes.
kid, there's nothing better
As I
than
am double
double
fisting my
fisting your
drinks.
beverages. Yeah, well, but my
Yeah.
thing was that as a kid, for me, I was more appealed to like chocolate candies, the Kit Kat, Reese's, especially. Which boy, Reese's, they're doing a lot of interesting things these days,
They really
right?
are. I can't even catch up myself.
I saw one the other day. It was like marshmallow fluff inside of the Reese's, which, sure,
I think
you
that's
know,
a little gluttonous.
isn't it all?
It
Yeah, it's a. I mean,
mm,
I would say
it's
the best
gluttonous.
Reese's really is probably the potato chip one,
Yeah.
or the
Yeah.
salty and the sweet.
Yeah, that's a really good
Um,
combo.
a Reese's. Everyone also knows that the Reese's trees taste better than a
Then
regular
yeah.
Reese's cup.
Yeah, they do. They
Yeah.
100% do. It's something
Mhm.
about like the ridges and the coating of the chocolate
Yeah, well, and it's
and the
also the
balance with
amount
the
of
peanut
peanut
butter.
butter. Yeah, I think
Yes.
there's more
It's a
peanut
different
butter
balance
cream
of peanut butter to
in the
chocolate.
Christmas
And
ones.
I think that really
Yeah,
does make a difference.
yeah,
No, you're
hmm
absolutely right. Yeah.
because the eggs that they do at Easter time are also
Wonderful.
kind of
Wonderful.
like more with the peanut butter.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I'm very
As
glad
you
we
can
don't.
tell,
Yeah.
I am 3.5 weeks into prep, and
Yes.
so I've started to think about foods. But
Yeah.
you know, I
Naturally.
was telling someone the other day that while yeah, I think about it, there's zero part of me that has any desire or temptation to really cheat like on the diet or like grab a handful of something extra
I think it also
or
makes it easier because I'm going into a cut myself.
yeah, you hold me accountable.
So I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
be snacking on whatever anytime soon.
No, but like so you got back from Egypt yesterday, which we're
Yeah.
gonna get into here in a moment.
Mm-hmm.
But so you got home Friday night,
Yes.
and so yesterday was day one back home. Let's get our
Saturday.
nervous system
Yes.
back in order. And so you kind of had like a flexible diet day.
Yeah, I
You had a
did.
couple
I did.
snacks.
I did. And still
Um,
speaking of nervous system,
mm,
I come back home to a squeaky clean home, and
well,
and
it
and
was
not squeaky clean. The
yeah.
dishes were still there. Some things
in
But
my
but
defense, if I may, your flight got here half an hour early.
yeah, yeah,
I had gotten home from the gym and I was like, all right, let me bust out these dishes real quick
yeah.
and then I'll leave. And I
That's
hit
true.
refresh on the Google and I'm like, oh, your flight isn't arriving at 9:55, it's arriving at 9:28.
It's funny you say that because on like my boarding like app, like the
Mm,
booking app, it did say that my flight was going to be an hour and like 50 minutes.
right.
But I'm on the plane tracker, like the physical plane
Mm-hmm.
tracker on my phone, when you connect on the plane Wi-Fi, and it was saying that the entire trip was only going to be an hour and like 15 minutes right
That
from the start. So I'm
yeah.
like, is this guy just taking a detour from Chicago to
It's
Nashville? Like what's going on?
I've been on many a plane ride in my day. Much
Yeah.
to my chagrin, I do not like to fly, but my line of work has me traveling every so often. But there's something to do with the tailwinds and the Gulf Streams when you're traveling through certain parts of the U.S. That so, for example, I used to have to fly to Vegas a lot from Atlanta,
Hmm.
and the flight to Vegas was always like 4.5 hours, but the flight back was more like 3 hours and 45 minutes. And it's something to do like the tailwind that you're getting,
Hmm.
right? So you're traveling against the wind or with it, and
Yeah.
that makes the flight shorter because you take advantage of the speed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, I'm no fucking pilot or air traffic controller, but something like that.
It's something with the
Yeah,
tides and the
because
winds
so
and
so
the stuff
so
in the air.
but my thing is like that, so
Yeah.
why are you putting the time?
The thing is, like, he even said, we expect a little turbulence. And then when we land, he's
Mm.
like, we ran into no turbulence at all. And I'm like,
It's like predicting the weather. I bet it
yeah,
changes on a
yeah,
dime.
yeah. Like the pilot was like, oh, I kind of lied to you guys. That was a quick one. No turbulence at
Well,
all.
at any rate,
So,
I still was
yeah.
there to get you at the
Well, it
baggage
is the
claim.
Windy City. I just remembered.
It's all that wind,
All that
all that
fucking
wind.
wind.
Yeah, yeah.
But speaking of nightmare airports, if you can avoid the Chicago airports at
Was it O'Hare?
all, yes, I went through O'Hare, and mind you, I had a 2 hour layover. It wasn't exactly 2 hours; it was like an hour and 55 minutes.
Yeah.
I was 20 minutes away from like missing boarding the
Mm.
plane because it took me that long to try and figure out Chicago. Even a 2 hour layover was still like I asked 4 different people where my gate is because
People
I
who work
finally
there.
found it. People who work there
Yeah.
and someone who like works for an airline who's been there multiple times and 4 different directions and it was
4 people, 4 answers.
4 people, four
Yeah.
answers, and I was so frustrated until this guy like walked me to my gate. And I'm like, dude, I'm Iraqi. I can't risk being late to airports. And he like died laughing. He was like, you know what? Come on, I'll take you there. So it was a moment, but now I know if you can avoid Chicago airport, do
Yeah,
it. Do it.
it's a big hub, which means there's a
Yeah.
lot of moving pieces, and they got the
Yeah.
international. Yeah. Well, okay. I'm sure people are dying to know about Egypt. So
Oh
so
man.
what were the highs? What were the lows? What was the best thing you ate?
Mm.
Those are some of the questions that people were throwing my way, but
Okay, so like I want to say the highs, obviously seeing your best friend like
mm,
get married to her best friend in front of the pyramids in their home around their family, just surrounded by love, just this it was so special. Like I could not help,
mm.
but be brought to tears just to see the celebration. It really felt like
There were fireworks even.
there were fireworks. It was truly a special day. I had the most fun I could ever have. Um really really memorable moment
Mm,
and I will always think of it fondly. That is the highest high that
so cool.
that could possibly
The
happen.
pyramids right in the background and everything,
Yes,
and all the
like
photos.
it was magical,
Yeah.
magical. So yeah, that's really what I went to Egypt for. But um, other than that, food. Wow, honestly, the food. I'm trying to
Was there any
think.
disappointing food?
Uh, I
Was there
mean,
was there anything?
I don't think there was any disappointing
Yeah,
food to me. Well,
maybe
like I
maybe
I got
underwhelming.
not underwhelming, but I was just like there was more of it.
Yeah.
Was
Okay.
their serving sizes are a
Small
little bit
portions.
smaller. So, like usually like a meat sandwich, you'd expect, a good bite of meat
Yeah.
pretty much with every bite, but no, like you would order, shawarma or what I call hawashi. I love hawashi. I just wish there was like more in it. Maybe it was just the vendors I went to, but I
No, I
just
mean
I just like
that's
a meatier, bite.
that's fair. But as far as the
The
flavor
flavor was
and the
just incredible.
quality,
That's why I wish there was more of
yeah.
it, which is so American of me. I
A
get
guy
it.
like me, you just order two.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. You'd
You
order
know,
two.
you probably
But
have
then,
to.
yeah, I mean, like I dropped several pounds coming
Yeah,
back. Yeah, having, a
bound
week
to
off the
happen.
gym. That's the thing as a bodybuilder is that you don't really get to care so much about the gym when you're going to a place so magical. It is once
Yeah,
in a lifetime. Literally like has one of
and
the seven wonders of the world. Like who the
yeah,
fuck cares how much protein you're eating? I probably had like maybe 30 to 40 grams of protein just a day. And I did not
wow,
like
yeah, that's low.
I wasn't I yeah, coming down from like 150 something grams a
Mm.
day. Obviously it was going to be an adjustment, but I'm like I'm not going to be the asshole that's like I got to be on plan.
No, certainly not.
I'm in front of the fucking Nile River, one of the greatest like areas of civilizations, and I'm here worried about, protein
You can't,
intake.
and
You
that
can't
and
you
it's
cannot do that. You cannot do that to yourself if you're traveling, and I get it if that you're in prep, which I don't know why, maybe you needed to be.
it's
I'm
one of
not.
those things of like, be smart with your time. Be
Yes.
smart with like, you knew since January
Yeah,
that this was
pretty
going to be a
much.
thing.
Even before.
So you said, okay, let's make the decision now. We're probably not going to compete this year,
Yeah, yeah, I could
right?
have easily not gone to this wedding and chose to prep this year. I would have been ready for a prep,
Yeah,
but I no, like I intentionally chose this, and honestly, it is the best decision of my life to have chosen to go on this trip.
definitely.
Not only to see my best friend get married on one of the most special, you know, days of her life, like that is her day, and see a place that I also lived
Hmm.
in for 5 years. I did live in Egypt
Well, and
before.
you even deepened some friendships.
Yes, I absolutely deepened many
Connections became
friendships.
more enriched.
Yes, yes. Oh my
Mm.
goodness, like I became so much closer to women I admire and think of, so highly, and they're so successful, and we just bounce off of each other's like
Mm.
energies. We're so close and so loving. There's just something so special about having women in your life like that. And none of them I know through bodybuilding.
True. Yeah.
And I think that's important as a bodybuilder for you to still surround yourself by people who are not bodybuilders, because there's so much more to
And
life than bodybuilding, and we that's something we can go on and on about.
well, and let's talk about how they recognize what you were doing
Yeah.
with bodybuilding, and they
Yes.
respect it,
Yeah.
and they don't pressure you to do things outside of your boundaries,
Absolutely not.
right? It's not there. So for anyone who is, deep into bodybuilding, and maybe you're hesitant to make new friendships because they just don't get it. It's like, no, these are genuine people,
Hmm.
and you've, I'm sure, explained to them
What
like what the
bodybuilding is
lifestyle
and the
is like,
lifestyle.
and
They're
there's
aware.
no pressure, there's no
Hmm.
gaslighting of like, oh well, don't invite her because she's not going to be able to do XY. You're always a
No,
part of it,
no, like
you know.
Sophie, for example, she's a doctor and she lifts, and
Mm-hmm.
so does her fiance. They love to ask me questions. They're both doctors. So they are really interested in the bodybuilding lifestyle too, because they understand that yeah, muscle building is important for health. So
More of it you
more
have,
the
the
more connections you
more
have
likely you
just
are to live
outside of
longer.
bodybuilding, the more enriching bodybuilding becomes. So Sophie is also a belly dance instructor. Belly dancing helps me
Yeah.
with posing because I'm able to have that mobility in my hips required for posing. There's just so much you can gain
Mm.
and foster outside of the gym socially. And this is probably such a long tangent now.
That's all right.
But we can yeah, if you have an opportunity to ever travel internationally with your friends as a bodybuilder, go ahead and do it. Like, and just take a break, plan for it, but
Yes.
take that break because it's necessary. Because now I'm back home and I have like this extremely new perspective on food. Like, I'm
Yeah.
looking at my everyday bowl of oatmeal, like I'm grinning
You
that I
you
get to,
literally were.
I'm
Yeah, you were like
grinning.
a kid on Christmas morning with your
Yes.
oatmeal today.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness, like I get to have this again and again and again.
Yeah.
So I was crying at the Costco yesterday. I was like,
Costco
there's so
tears.
much abundance
Yeah. Yeah.
everywhere
Yeah, it
around us
gives
that we just don't pay
you
attention to.
a new appreciation for certain things
Yes.
and new perspective like
Hmm.
for other things, but yeah, it's so the
I
other thing
even
too
get
is
to
like
talking about the food.
yeah.
If in Egypt you have to try kushari. It's the national, dish, and it's vegan, but it's a type of pasta dish with
Mm,
rice and like vermicelli pasta, like the
yeah.
super thin one, and the macaroni pasta. It's got lentils.
Rice
Some
and
will
pasta
put
mix.
chickpeas,
Interesting.
and it's covered with like a tomato sauce, and you can put like a vinegar sauce and a shatta, which is a hot sauce, on top of it. It is so good. And don't even get me started on the crispy onions. If you can get extra crispy onions, get the
Extra
extra
crispy.
crispy onions.
Gotta put the crispy onions on it.
Oh, goodness, do not forget the
Do I look like
onions.
the kind of guy who wouldn't get the crispy onions
No, you
as long as they're
don't,
gluten free,
man.
you know?
No.
But so
Yeah.
you took time off the gym.
Yeah.
And as much as that like is hard because we love to train,
Hmm.
I'm sure your body is thanking you. How do you feel? How does your body feel?
I feel, how do you say,
Do you feel
just
refreshed?
I do feel refreshed,
Yeah.
but I feel very flat. Like,
Oh, sure.
yeah, I feel very flat, obviously. Like the inflammation, my glycogen storages obviously don't look as full, and I'm able to see kind of some
Yeah.
lines, but I'm looking at myself and I'm like, yeah, it does look like I've taken a week off the gym. And
And
I weigh differently too. I think
you dropped like 7 pounds or
so. I
something.
weighed 150.7
Mhm.
when I left. That was my check-in. And I weighed myself this morning and I was 142.3.
So you lost about 8 pounds.
Yes, I lost about 8 pounds.
And so it's like, yeah,
Yes.
not only did you not train,
But I
but you also
underate.
weren't eating as much.
And I was moving like crazy.
And
I
you were
got I
also
got
moving
days
like
with like
crazy.
20,000 steps.
And you were in an airplane in the course of 1 week. You were in airplanes for like what, 29
23
hours.
hours. 23 hours just on an airplane.
So that does things to your body,
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
pressure, the altitude.
And also the lack of hydration. Like, you got to consider that I was drinking, excuse me, 3 or more liters of water a day, plus more water through food.
Yeah.
Coming down to probably like 32 ounces of water a day.
Oh boy. Yeah,
So
because
yeah,
you don't really want to drink the
I
like
am
tap water out there, eh?
depleted.
You got to drink bottled water.
I am very much, yes, you have to drink bottled water, and I'm depleted um in water right now. That's why I'm like
Yeah.
drinking
Well,
so much, so
that's
many
why we didn't
things.
train yesterday.
And that is why I didn't train yesterday.
Yeah.
So, and before I train today, I'm making sure that I have a lot of
Plenty
water
of water.
inside of
Yeah.
me. So, yes,
Mm.
the dehydration absolutely does a lot, and also the smaller portion sizes and the super high activity of just walking everywhere, being in a new.
Did you count your steps at all?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Where did
But
you land?
not for the wedding, because I'm not wearing my watch.
Yeah.
But like for just, having my phone in my hand, it recorded 10,000 steps.
Oof.
But I wasn't holding it when I was dancing. I wasn't holding it when
Probably got more like 13.
I probably got more like 20,000 to 25,000 steps that day.
Jeez Louise.
So,
It's a
and
lot.
the day before it, I got 20,000 steps just walking
Mm.
shopping. That's it.
Yeah, let's talk about some of the cool trinkets that we got. You got this lighter, which is very
Oh
fucking
yeah.
cool. Although it looks like it's out of fuel, or it was earlier. We'll have to
Yeah. Yeah, we'll probably have to
get
get some butane
some
for it.
butane for it. But yeah, the shopping looked
The
incredible.
incense that's burning right
Yeah.
here. Nobody does incense better than Egyptians,
Mm.
in my opinion. So if you are going to Egypt, get you some incense. Your house is gonna love
It
it.
does smell. What is this
This one's
exactly
called
that's
Vienna
burning?
Nights.
Yeah.
I don't know. The vendor was just like
It's very potent.
you're gonna love this.
Yeah, it's
You're gonna
hardcore,
love this
man.
incense.
Burn. This one's burning for like hours.
It burns for 5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and boy, some lovely perfume, right?
I got a lot
Yeah,
of
the perfume
oils.
and the cologne that you got was like crazy.
Oh,
Um,
I walked to, you know, the lovely thing about knowing Arabic is that you can talk to these vendors and get to, you know, have a personality with them. You know, I walked up to the vendor and I was like, خطيبي هو اسمه اسكندر.
mhm.
Like that, hey, my fiance's name is Alexander. And I said he's pretty great to me. Like Alexander the Great.
Some people
And
think he's just okay. I think he's pretty good.
and he was like, I got you, I got you.
Yeah,
And he pulls out an oil and I just let him choose and I
it's
smell it.
fantastic too.
I smell it and I'm like, you know what?
That was
Actually, that
incredible.
is exactly the
I can't wait
scent
to
that
use
I
it.
would imagine that he would wear. And I got it back home and he's
Oh, it's great.
in
Yeah,
love with it.
and it's like it's not like a cologne like you would think. It really just is a bottle of oil with a little what is it made of glass, like little
Yeah,
dipping stick. That's the
yeah.
lid, right? And you just you kind of put it on your. So yeah, I'm excited to
You
use
know, when
it.
I woke up and I told you you probably can
Yeah.
still smell it
Oh,
on my
it's
neck.
you put it on. We went out yesterday,
At like
and
what?
you put when we went to
Like
Costco.
2 p.m., right?
You put it on, and like when you got in the car, I was like, whoa, in a good way. That it was very pungent, but very like welcoming fragrance, and
Mm-hmm.
not
I got a
over the
red
top.
rose one. You gotta get
Oh,
a red rose one.
incredible,
Ladies.
incredible. So now you're back. Fantastic, lovely, trip of a
Yeah, trip
lifetime.
of a lifetime.
So how do you get back into the swing of things? We talked about it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You took a day off. You ate intuitively. Like I know people say this all the time because consistency, as you and I know, is key.
Yeah, yeah.
And people say, oh, well, I'll be good for a month, and then, I take a week off because I got sick or because I went on a trip, and then I just
Mm-hmm.
can't get back. So how do you get back into the swing of
You
things?
just do. You just
Do you
do.
have a secret formula?
Absolutely not. What was my routine before I left? It was the same routine that I've been
Mm-hmm.
following for months, and that's the routine that I'm going to get back to today,
Yeah.
which is, waking up, drinking my water, eating my first
Yes.
meal, planning my gym day, what I'm going to go lift, getting my steps in after my meals like I usually do. It's exactly what I've been doing. It's no secret formula. It's
Yeah.
just the time blocking that I have been doing. The same exact it's so easy to come back into the bodybuilding routine when you've lived it for years. But if you are newer, I
True.
can understand why it would be hard. But just having that perfect memory of how your day's supposed to go as a bodybuilder and just repeating that. Just repeat
Yeah,
it.
and also knowing that like there's no perfect
There
way
is no perfect way to.
to get back to it,
No.
but I kind of had in the past ways to kind of like trick yourself to be excited about getting back to the gym or getting back in routine.
And I think I
It
have a new unique
mm,
perspective on food, having been around food over there. Like,
yeah.
I'm grateful to be able to have fresh meat in abundance
Speaking of
because
which, we got a meal prep.
yeah, yeah. And usually in like the poorer side of the communities, which is usually where the best food is, that's where you're going to find the
Mm-hmm.
fire food. Um Meat is just harder to come by, where our vegetables, legumes, fresh things are in abundance.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
So
There's a
it's
dozen grocery stores within
yeah.
5 miles of
Now I'm
us.
so much more grateful that I'm able to get, oh my goodness.
Mm,
I have the abundance of food to get 150 grams of protein in.
yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Well,
So to me it's like now the perspective shift is like I'm more appreciative of my
yeah.
routine because I know how hard it can be in any other place.
Yeah, I mean, let's remind ourselves like there are people who don't have options on what food to eat
Yeah.
day to day. So
Yeah.
we should appreciate that
Like
we
you were
have the
spoiled to choose
luxury
to
to
do
be able
bodybuilding.
to take it to
You're
have a
you're
diet or a
you
meal
were
plan.
spoiled to have the
Um,
opportunity to be a bodybuilder.
but there's ways to kind of like trick yourself to be excited about getting back on
Yeah.
track. If you've not been in the gym for a while, buy yourself a new pair of shoes. Oh,
Sure.
great! Or now a new gym outfit. Maybe get yourself a new flavor of protein
Yeah.
powder.
Yeah.
Man, that farm fed
Ooh,
crunch berry
Axe and
flavor,
Sledge.
ugh, fantastic.
I had it in a creamy last night.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But that which like it's incentivizing yourself. Um, but I've done that in the past. Maybe buy a new pair of headphones. I think for me, when I came back from my motorcycle crash, it was hard to get back in the gym because I was in pain.
Hmm.
But after a while, I think I remember like I bought a new pair of Beats headphones or something, and I was like, all right, like
Yeah.
time to get back in it.
Hmm.
And that helped me like get motivated because I was like, oh, I'm really excited to try these headphones. Let's get in
Yeah.
there. So kind of a little trick, but
But it helped you
um,
a lot.
at the time, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean nowadays, yeah, for me, like training is training is super important. It's like one of the best parts of my day. So
Yeah.
I don't need an excuse to get back to training. I'm just like
I look
I just
forward
want
to it.
to do it.
I he was complaining a little bit yesterday about, man, we're gonna have to get all these Costco groceries up, and I'm like, and
Yeah.
I'm grateful to
Wow.
that we have the bodies to do that.
And it did take a single trip.
And it did take
Yeah.
one single trip because we did.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, and here's the thing. So for me, what have I been up to the last week? Last week was like week 3, I think, of prep.
Yeah, yeah. How was
And
your you transformed a bit when I was gone.
I lost a few pounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I was looking at you with the lighting and I'm like, your ab wall, your abs, they
yeah,
have
my stomach's
shadows.
coming down a bit. I did measure my waist
Yeah.
the other day, like while like sucking it in, like doing a
Mhm.
vacuum. It was like 30 and a half, like not quite 31 inches,
Mhm.
which I think is pretty good.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, I'm that kind of tired where, and to be clear, like we've taken a pretty hard and fast aggressive approach to like lowering the food. So I'm not eating a lot of carbs. Like on a training day, I think my meals are somewhere in the neighborhood of like 22 grams of carbs each,
Mhm.
with the exception of my final meal is like 35.
Yeah.
So, and then I get my intra carbs. So I'm having like 120, 110 grams of carbs on a training day.
Mhm.
So for me, that's pretty low. And so the fat loss has begun. The weight is dropping. I think, we're 3 weeks in, I'm down like 10 pounds roughly. So it's all going to plan. But yeah, I'm dragging a little bit some days. I did
Mhm.
get some extra food. Yesterday went and had a good leg workout.
Good.
Not yesterday, Friday.
Yeah.
It's Sunday.
It's Sunday.
So yeah, I'm the kind of like, damn, these groceries about to be heavy as hell.
Yeah, yeah.
We spent $300 at the Costco. This is about to be, so it's like, but that is how you get through prep. I find that once you get going, it's what's that old principle of physics? Like an object in motion stays in motion.
Mhm.
So while you were gone, I just kept myself busy. I basically picked a portion of the apartment every day. Like the laundry room was day one, and then the living room, and I rearranged some furniture, tidied some things up, got rid of some junk, and that was like a really fantastic way to just stay moving and like
And it was a
getting the
fantastic thing to come
getting
back,
what do they call
to
it,
come back
neat,
to.
right?
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah, neat.
So yeah, when you're in prep, for me, like as much as I like to lay down, and I do, I'd be laying down.
You be laying down.
I think you just got to find little tedious things to keep you busy, keep you walking around. Um,
Yeah,
I'll,
that's true.
I will, when I go to a store, I will park further away intentionally
Yeah, to
so
get
that
your
I have to
steps
walk
in.
further.
Yeah.
I went to Iron House the other day and I parked around back. And when I left out the front door so that I have like another 5 minutes of steps
Mm-hmm.
to get to the car. You know what I mean? So it's like, silly little things like that.
Right.
Because now doing 12,000 steps a day, that's a lot, man.
That's a lot.
That's
And
a
your
lot of
cardio's
stepping.
not included in that.
Cardio's not included. So
Yeah.
cardio, yeah, like I'll do the incline treadmill, or the stationary bike. I've actually, now that I'm doing 40 minutes 5 days a week, I kind of like to split it between the two, like get on the bike for 20 minutes and then walk for 20 minutes. They both get my heart rate to the appropriate like 120-ish level. So it's nice to do both because you kind of feel like you're doing less and it breaks it up. And then my legs get a little bit of a pump and then I can walk and whatever. So I don't know. I'm going to roll with that.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess next episode, maybe we'll see. I am doing a posing instructional session with a guy from Instagram, Chris Barnett, I think is his last name.
You
He's
did a
good,
couple
man.
your last prep, right?
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
So I will be doing a session with him Friday.
Yeah, he definitely helped your
So we'll
posing.
talk about that next weekend. And maybe we'll throw up some photos of some before and afters, and you can see like, yeah, this guy is a guru for sure when it comes to like teaching men's posing. I think he does all divisions too, like men's physique, classic. I don't think he does any female posing. I couldn't say. I haven't looked into it, but at any rate, what is a goal for you this week, getting back into the swing of things?
Not stressing my body out. If I can't lift as heavy as I fucking left, so what? If I need to lift it, start lifting at 60%, that's fine. I don't want to destroy my body coming back in just yet. No. I want to build back into,
set yourself back.
Yeah, because I dropped a lot of weight, 8 pounds. I can't jump back up 8 pounds in a day. That's not going to happen. No. So I'm taking it slowly. I'm eating when I'm hungry. I'm really listening to that. And creating balanced meals. Just, protein, carb, fat, fiber in there, some greens, salt. That's all that's really important right now. Just letting my body come back.
Return to
homeostasis. Yes. Because being without as much water as I'm used to, being without as much nutrients as I'm used to, it can take a hit on my digestive system. So
sure.
Yeah. So it's just slowly coming back in, but again, thankfully, still following routine.
Your sleep is right back on track.
Yeah, I didn't sleep much there. Honestly, I did not. It was hard because when you're in a place like that, sleeping is like, I don't want to sleep. I want to see everything I can. So
I mean, you only had the what, 5.5 days?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So sleeping was like the last thing on my mind. I never felt tired because of lack of sleep either.
Yeah. Well, for me, let's see. I'm gonna really just say, getting to those 12,000 steps a day is not easy. I have like a sedentary job. I sit at a desk, so my goal for myself until I check in again, which is Thursday, to really hit all 12 each day. Get there. Not let myself get to like 11 and then be like, all right, let's, it's already too late, something or the other. So let's see if I can actually get it done. You're going to be intentional about it. Yeah, I'm going to try. And look, if I don't get there, I'll be honest about it. And I don't think it's the most important part, like getting the cardio done at the proper heart rate, eating the food, which those are easier to control. Well, the food is. I'm gonna try to really get the steps, you know. So, um,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll review where the prep is at next episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm excited to
I
see
think we'll make a
where.
good jump this week.
Do you think
Maybe I'll get into the
you'll
two
get? Do you
twenties.
think you'll get a little more food?
I don't know.
We'll
I don't
see.
know. I think. I mean, I was
Wait,
233 and change on
this for Nate.
Friday.
Hmm?
I was like 233 point something Friday.
233.
Yeah. So I don't know. I might. I don't think I'll get into the 220s, but I'll be close. And then
Okay.
the following week, I'll probably break into the 220s. I've found for myself in the past, when I get to like right around 220, that's where I start to like really look like I'm getting in shape.
You're
Yeah.
digging in.
Once I get like not really digging in is more like 215, but like when I hit 222, 223, that's where I start to really see things.
Etch out.
Yeah. So that'll
That's
be
the
cool.
right
I'm
word.
excited to see how I look at 225 this go around.
Yeah. You've put on some muscle.
I think so. And you know, I think also that I'll see some improvements in my quads because throughout prep. And the reason I say that is that I was dealing with some, you know, pretty gnarly like knee pain really for the longest time. But specifically like throughout this last mini cut into the push phase that we did. And the stretching and massage work that I've been doing, but I do believe mostly the stretching at home and the continuing to do the foam rolling and the Theragun. My knees feel fucking great, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been really able to push through some quad workouts lately. And, you know, for example, quad extensions, I love that Dynabody quad extension they have at Iron House.
Mm-hmm.
3 months ago, I would get on, I put 2 plates on.
Mm-hmm.
And I would hit like a set of 15 or something.
Yeah.
And it would be like, all right, cool. Like, but now I got 4 plates on there for, I think I did 15 the other day.
Yeah.
And it really is like, I'm truly pushing the quad to a point of failure. And it's not that I'm having to stop the set because my knees are aching too much. Yeah. So
because
same
like
thing.
You're actually reaching the muscular failure.
Leg press, hack squats, same thing. Like I'm really, so I think that I'll see improvement to the quads throughout prep. You know, like everyone says, like, especially towards the end there where we start to kick things up. But yeah, I figure like 10 pounds from now, I'll start to look pretty cool.
Yeah.
And we got to get to 210, basically. It's like 209.2, I think.
Yeah.
In order to do classic. So,
you know, I'll be bouncing off your discipline coming into my mini cut. So
it'll be fine. We'll be fine.
You know, we'll be fine. Miserable.
Yeah, miserable and fine.
Miserable and fine.
But we'll be together. Yeah. All right. Till next time.
Till next time.
Sure.